So here's the myth about stopping your mind. So many people say, I can't meditate. I can't sit in stillness. I can't stop my mind. I'm just not that kind of person. So for one, you're right. And two, meditation's not about that. So somewhere along the way, the message got lost. And yes, the standard images of meditation have depicted a guy sitting in the middle of a field, probably somewhere in India or Nepal, in complete and utter stillness, looking peaceful and uninterrupted by anything in his life. But that guy didn't live in the modern world. That guy didn't have his cell phone sitting a meter from his body, pinging with notifications from social media and news outlets and things from all around the world, constantly broadcasting negativity and anxiety and scarcity all day long. He might not have had kids that he had to get off to school or make lunches for in the mornings. He might not have had a job that he had to get to on time, otherwise he might be fired. He probably didn't have all of these external factors that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Because it is a fact that we today absorb more information from all the things around us in one day than that guy probably absorbed in his whole lifetime. Our brains are on this constant overload of information and negativity and other people's opinions and other people's lives and comparisons and doubts that we never really get or give ourselves a break. And then people come to you and say, I can't meditate because I can't stop my mind. That's okay. Of course you can't stop your mind. It's impossible. But it's so important for we as a human race to collectively start to take care of this. Because we know that if we have a good mindset, then we most likely are going to have a good day. And then there's those of you who say, I can't meditate, or I won't ever meditate because I'm just not that kind of person. My question to you is, when did you define yourself? When did you decide that this person that you are right now, with the experiences that you've had up until this moment, when did you decide that that is the person that you're going to be for the rest of your life? Have you already defined yourself? Have you already confined yourself? Or are you open to getting curious with what you could create and the person that you could become? Because all of that possibility lies in meditation. And I'm not asking you to get spiritual. Meditation can be in so many different forms. I wanted to learn more about what meditation really is, where it comes from, why it's even a conversation in our world. Meditation has been around for centuries. It's been around since like the dawn of time. And not only has it been around for ages, but it's also present in all of our religions, Buddhism and Hinduism, which are both very similar. So they both do talk about sitting in stillness, taking the time to be quiet and go within, to observe the mind and to send loving kindness to any negativity that comes into the mind. They also use breath work and gentle movement to work you through this process. And by working through the process, you go from just observing the mind to being able to have control over what comes in and what goes out of the mind. And then you've got the Christians. And the Christians have this beautiful practice of coming together as a community and questioning life, observing life, finding more insight for life as a group, and focusing on certain things like a Bible passage or certain situations and coming at them in the context of the love of God. There are tons of quotes from the Bible that talk about self-discovery and mindset mastery. Keep a close watch on yourself and on the teaching. Persist in this, for by doing so you will save both yourself and your hearers. So beautiful. And I'm not religious at all. I don't have a particular religion. I believe in myself and the power of my mind. But I was so fascinated that this particular practice that we can find to one religion or one type of people is present in all of them. You've also got the Jewish who practice Kabbalah. You've got the meditative Kabbalah, the practical Kabbalah, and the theosophical Kabbalah to give you this whole round set of taking care of yourself to be able to give the best of you back into the world and to lift the whole thing. And coming back to how you do it, you don't have to, like I said, sit in stillness. It could be anything. For me, it started as exercise. Running, walking, surfing, skating, boxing, yoga. I recommend taking 10 minutes at the end of whatever that practice is. Sit in stillness, maybe even while you stretch, or listen to some music, and set up your mind for the day. Set your intentions for the day from that positive energy charged space. What's most important is do this before you touch your phone, before you turn on the TV, before you watch the news or listen to the radio, before you get consumed by the outside world and all of the things that are telling you that you cannot do the things that you believe are possible in your mind. Because you don't have to be someone who wants to achieve great things. You might just want to have a good day. But that's why you want to do this, because it sets you up for a good day. And the magical thing is that in turn, it passes that on. And this isn't just something that the older religions do and believe in. If you have ever had an idol, an actor, a writer, a world leader, an athlete, someone who has achieved great things, go and listen to some of the things that they say. Because I promise you, they have some kind of routine or ritual that gets them focused to set their minds up and set themselves up physically and mentally to go into the day and achieve the things that they believe that they can achieve. How do you think that all those things that weren't possible have been achieved, have actually been created? Because people believed in their minds that they could do something that has never been done before. They gave themselves the time to refine that, to have a ritual around that idea in their minds and not let anything else disturb that. More than ever today, we need more of this in the world because we need to change it. We are the loneliest generation there has ever been, and yet we have the ability to connect in more ways with the internet and with social media than ever before. And yet we are being consumed by the negative. We are making excuses for why we cannot believe in things that have never been. And yet our forefathers and the people that we admire who have done amazing things in the past did it all because they believed in themselves and they didn't let anything get in the way of that. And that comes back to taking that control in your mind, and all of that is there in meditation. So if you don't know how to start, you're probably already doing it in some way or another. Start to observe what thoughts come up straight away. It'll probably not be good ones, but sit with that. Acknowledge that they're there, and then make a choice. Make a choice whether you prefer to believe in that thought, to hold on to that negative thought that pulls you back, or whether you want to believe in something that hasn't happened before, something that you really want to be possible. Even if it's a fantasy, even if it's not possible by the opinions of all the people around you or in the world. Does it feel better to believe in that possibility? Or does it feel better to constantly be consumed by the idea that it's not? Observe that. Watch how it makes you feel, because your emotions are your guidance system and you need to trust them more. Find your own approach. Find your own rituals. If you're having trouble finding that positive, inspired thought, if you're having trouble shifting all of the years worth of negativity out, start with gratitude. Start with listing 2 things that you are grateful for. It could be anything from your family to the fact that you simply have some food to eat this morning. And something else that is so helpful is your breath. Bring that attention inward. From that space, every time you get distracted by the negative thoughts, you can come back to your breathing. You can come back to that space of feeling it moving in and moving out. And with each exhale, you can make that choice. Whether you want to continue in this way, whether you want to stay confined and defined as the person that you are now, or whether you want to get curious about the things that you could create and the things that you could achieve if you simply go within and decide what that is. Because if more people singularly start to do this, they themselves will lift, and collectively we could lift the whole damn world. And so take 10 minutes. 10 minutes is all it takes. If you don't have 10 minutes, you don't have a life. So take those 10 minutes in the mornings, create a ritual, create something that's just for you, and set yourself up for a good day. Trust me, you will be surprised, you will see the magic, and everyone around you will benefit from it. If you have any more questions for me, or you have any subjects that you would like to hear my thoughts on, I could pretty much talk about anything these days. Please, you know what to do. Jump on the comments, share this around, because we need more people talking about these subjects in the world and getting these messages out there. Sending out my love to all of you. Mwah.